Продовжуємо роботу в українському кризовому медіа.
We continue our work at Ukraine Crisis Media Center, and now the floor is given to Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson on NATO-related issues. Good afternoon, everyone. Now, information about the main events that happened yesterday in the anti-terror zone. Today's briefing, we start with good news. During the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed or wounded. The Lugansk sector ceasefire is adhered to ideally. The Donetsk sector, there are military actions of low intensity. Militants starting 10 a.m. until late in the evening sporadically opened fire with the use of small arms at the direction of ATO positions in Avdiivka, Kamenka, Shakhta-Butivka position, part of front line. And also during last 24 hours in this part of front line, the militants launched 3 mines. Also twice enemy violated ceasefire in Zaitsevo. In one of the instances, the enemy used weaponry of APC. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Donetsk sector, there were 10 enemy provocations. The Mariupol sector, activity of the enemy is in the south of this area, and the enemy delivered 4 shellings, twice in Lebedinsk, once in, with the use of large caliber machine guns on Vodina and Shirokina, and in Lebedinsk, in first shelling that happened in the afternoon, the militants used mortars launching 4 mines. Now, other events at the front line and also about training of Ukrainian armed forces. The program of SBU that is called They Wait For You Back Home allowed one more former militant of so-called DPR to return to peaceful life. The resident of Slavyansk, the Donetsk Oblast, in 2014 joined one of the militant groups, and he served at illegal checkpoint of the enemy, and when the city was freed by ATO forces, the man left the militants and he was afraid of responsibility, and for a long time he was hiding in the house of his relatives and acquaintances. Then he got information about SBU program, and without hesitation the man told law enforcers about his activity in the militant group. And also he cooperated with investigation in the course of the criminal proceedings. Also in Semenovka village of Slavyansk region, the law enforcers detained a proxy of the militants at the suburbs of this village for food and alcohol. In spring 2014, he dug trenches for militants. Now investigation is ongoing. These days in Donetsk, in the region of ATO, SBU officers found 2 caches with ammunition near railway road in Mariinsky region. Law enforcers confiscated the anti-personnel mine MON 90, 20 TNT blocks, and 7 kilograms. And in Yasenovata region, in forest line, they found a cache with rocket infantry fire launcher Shmel, and this fire launcher was planned to be used by the militants of DPR for subversive activity. In Lvivshina, they continue intensive training for combat detachments of paratroopers according to NATO standards. This course will last 55 days, and it envisages exercises in different parts of firing ground supervised by foreign instructors. Paratroopers say that cooperation with international partners is bilateral because they share their own experience as well. And also servicemen of detachment of paratroopers will take part soon in Rapid Trident 2017 international training that will be in spring this year in Lvivshina. And in Kiev, near Kiev, there were contests for border guards. They had a contest in firing. 10 servicemen from different units participated, and this contest included a complex of exercises focused on precision and endurance, including firing after physical load and firing with a change of magazine. And yesterday a truck went through a Novotroitsk checkpoint to uncontrolled territories, bringing humanitarian freight, construction materials with overall mass of 3 tons, and freight was provided by for residents of Donetchina by foreign charity. Thank you.